What is up, Nuggets? And we are here with a Bethesda, kind of overall video. That's what I'm going to call this. I've tried to record this 3 times, but my family's so fucking loud. So loud. Now, today we're going to be talking about Elder Scrolls 6 and, if Bethesda should give over their license to Obsidian, or just let them make another game. Now, Obsidian made Fallout New Vegas, if you didn't know, just to make that clear. Now, Fallout 4 is a great game, but it's not a long game, okay? It's only got about 40 side missions, I think, and it's not that long of a game. You can probably beat a lot of side missions if you spent all day trying. It is not a long game whatsoever. So that's one of the many flaws about Fallout. Okay, just to make sure my mic is on. But what I want in Elder Scrolls 6 is that I want a bigger world and a more diverse story. No, don't get me wrong, the world in Fallout 4 is big, it's huge, but it's the same amount of size as Skyrim. We thought this game was going to be the biggest, the greatest, and of all time, and you can't help but tell that it's not. Now, a bunch of people that have just now joined the circle of Fallout 4, they don't know nothing about the other games, or they might have played some, but they think this one is so great, but they don't just put that much time in these games to us. Those are among the average gamers. I'm more of a typical gamer, which is, I play, well, not a typical gamer, but like above an average gamer, but below a compulsive gamer. I'm definitely not a compulsive gamer, because I do not play games like all day. Like today I was just watching South Park and doing my homework. I do not play games all day. I know that's what some people think, but there's a reason why I only make like at least one gaming video a day. So basically, I don't think that Fallout 4, Elder Scrolls 6 ought to have a voice protagonist. Now, this is really debated discussion. Some people think having a voice protagonist is really good, and I think, yeah, it fits in the world, I guess. But it's not for everyone. It's not for most people who play these games. And honestly, it takes the immersion out of the game. If you're like walking around the wasteland in Fallout 3 and you run up across someone, you're gonna be talking with your voice because you're so more immersed. That's why it's my favorite RPG. But in Fallout 4, you walk up across a random person, you start talking to them, you hear this other person's voice, and it gets kind of repetitive and annoying after a while. I wish there was a way that you could disable the voice protagonist and change up the style a bit. Hopefully we can do that on console mods. I mean, I would get this on my computer, but my computer can't handle it. Another thing I want in Elder Scrolls is that I want to be able to I want more races. That's what I want. I want more races in Elder Scrolls 6. Now, why do I want more races? Okay, so basically, dwarfs have never been in an Elder Scrolls game ever. Now, that's kind of surprising to me. I thought maybe they were in Arena, but I didn't really know about that until I looked it up. But I want dwarfs back, okay? They got banished to Oblivion before the Elder Scrolls games start. So, figure a way to get them back from Oblivion. How about make that the main story? Just getting dwarfs back from Oblivion. Make it a DLC or anything. I just want to be a freaking dwarf. Just let me be a freaking dwarf. Just put some characters in there to be a freaking dwarf. I don't even care, because I mean, if you don't know, dwarfs are like the closest thing to hobbits in, Lord of the Rings. And Skyrim, the reason I bought the first Elder Scrolls game, Oblivion, is because it looked like Lord of the Rings. And That's what got me into Bethesda games like Fallout 4. Now that's pretty much it on the Elder Scrolls topic. But our next topic is actually, should Bethesda let Obsidian make another Fallout game in between their production of Elder Scrolls 6? Yes. Okay, that's just a flat out yes. Okay, now I think what they're going to do instead of that is make an online game, but if they hand over it to Obsidian every single time, it's just, and Obsidian keeps on beating them, they're going to have to hand over the license sooner or later. Now, Obsidian handled Fallout New Vegas really greatly. Now, a lot of people hated New Vegas, and a lot of people loved New Vegas. I'm one of the people who were like, yeah, it's got its ups and downs, but overall, it's a good game, and I love Fallout New Vegas. It's not a better game than Fallout 3, I'd say, but it just has some improved aspects and great ideas. I didn't feel like the world was very immersive, but I really liked the hardcore mode. Someone told me to try it on hardcore mode. I'd never been a kind of hardcore, kind of challengey guy. I'd just been kind of go with the flow guy, but I really liked hardcore mode. It was really interesting, and I can't wait to get back on that game when I'm tired of Fallout 4. But another topic would be, should they give the license to Obsidian? And yes, they should. Okay, I love Bethesda and they make great games, but I just feel like if Obsidian had it, they'd probably do better. But what they wouldn't do better at is, production of the, the system, the creation system. We're used to Fallout system, okay, guys? Just admit it. You guys are used to it. And we're not going to go back to, like, I don't know if you know about Obsidian's other game. It's called, what is it called? Alpha Protocol. And it's one of the crappiest games ever made. I mean, it's okay. It's not the worst game. Okay, it's playable. Let me just say that. But it's clunky, and it's got clunky controls and crappy graphics for the time it was made, too. And I just think that, Fallout 4 would be Fallout 5 would be a complete and utter mess if it was handed over to Obsidian for, the final time for their first game. I'm pretty hopeful that, maybe Bethesda would, share their creation engine with them, but I'm pretty sure that they would just hand it over to them completely if they were to do so. Now, a lot of people are like, hand it over to Obsidian, hand it over to Obsidian. That would change the way the game plays out. I know a lot of people wouldn't mind that. A lot of people like change. But if you look at the system, I actually liked the perks and whatnot of every single Bethesda game. I felt it actually fit. And the only thing I didn't really feel that fit in, like, one of their worlds is the lockpick system in Oblivion, which was absolutely atrocious, and I can't even get into anything in that game because it's just so awfully, handcrafted. That's the only thing that I hate about, the, I don't know what you call that, mechanics of the lockpicking in Oblivion. That's it. So that's why I think, Obsidian should get to make another Fallout game, but they shouldn't get to have the license. I don't think they would do good for that. They love making Fallout games, but I just don't think they could handle the pressure of taking on this whole fan base, especially now that, people from Elder Scrolls started trying out the new Fallout 4 for the wait for Elder Scrolls. A lot of people are saying that, Elder Scrolls 6 is going to come out before Fallout 4, but since Fallout 3 isn't a very known game. But the reason that Fallout 4 came out and all that, they started trying it out, and their fan base has grew, especially for the marketing they done on this. It was incredible marketing. They have real Nuka-Cola and Target and whatnot, and it's just amazing what they did with this game for marketing standpoints. I just don't think that Obsidian can handle, the pressure of that. not that very big of a company. They're kind of like Bethesda a couple of years ago. Bethesda's a little company, but they expanded to Montreal. Now, that's pretty much it for today about my, whole Bethesda equation here. Now, remember, DLC for Fallout 4 will be in March through May. Purchase the season pass if you haven't already before March 1st to get it $20 cheaper, because it is going up in price since they are adding more DLC than they originally thought. And I don't think it's a big ripoff. I mean, really, if they say Far Harbor is as big as it is, I do think that Bethesda deserves a little more money than what they're actually getting. I think they planned to do this in the first place. They were like, hey, let them buy the season pass, after they try out the game a little and, try out the mechanics. Some people like to, buy the season pass, while the wait, like when they see gameplay. But I think this is the reason why they did this. It's a really smart campaign decision. But, yeah. That is pretty much it for this video, guys. I will see you nuggets later, and goodbye.